EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
Now it's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
Report! Hey!
Jackson. And will be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Chargers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Higgins goes in motion right. Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's got Higgins over the middle. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
First down. A gain of 14. First down, Los Angeles.
180.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. These two teams, they met in L.A. earlier in the year. Chargers coming out victorious, so they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. Throwing is Hurts. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Brings up 3rd down.
Hurts. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Chargers first down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Metcalf motions left. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. DK Metcalf, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chargers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Broncos nothing.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go. Get hot. Hey, report.
Here's Jackson. Open man. He's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now at his first two carries of the ball game. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. The Broncos had a struggling 3-13 now on the year. Yeah, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of 3.
Hey, middle.
It's 3rd and 7.
You at X. Middle. What a shot. We change it.
To throw is Jackson. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 15. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Still on his feet. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, LA. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talk to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Broncos nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
At the 49-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
It's a loss of a yard.
Now Jackson going to shift him around.
At their 48-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he will have the Broncos first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
And how about that on third down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jalen Walker able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
180. 180 shot. 180. 180 shot. Let's go. Motion. Get high. Hey, middle. Get high.
Throwing is Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Jackson now. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Will Johnson. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. This one from 48 yards away. And that is no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. He's got a man open. It's caught. And he's going to be brought down, but the double pass worked to perfection. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
On third down, he'll drop the throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr., 48 yards. And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0.
21. Broncos nothing.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And some room to run now. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in their second half blowout material. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches.
180, 180.
Again, it's Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for first.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
180, 180.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
180. You.
Now Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Hold on, ready? Get out! Get out! Get out!
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes, because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Get out! Get out! 180! Get out! Report! Hey, middle! Get out!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
There defensively.
Third quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
180! Get out! 180! Get out! Get out!
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And the Chargers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second. Interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
A gain of 2.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. That's complete to his receiver, McCoy. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Great, set. Anyway,
They'll run it for the first time with Damian Pierce. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Jalen Hurts sacked. A loss of 13 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On is the Chargers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Returnable for Lockett. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Deshaun Watson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
Ready? 18 Rattler, 70 Lions, 19 tight, 19 tight, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now 2nd and 3.
Good.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
That one caught by Rice. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
Second and a yard.
Mustang 19.
31-yard line.
Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
Here's Watson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
70 Timberwolves.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
2nd and 10.
Riggs. Hawk 70. Ready.
To throw is Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
70 Rangers. Come on. Set. 70 Lions. Dragon 60. Warriors 70.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Charger drive about to get going. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Let's go. Trimmer.
They'll run here with Pierce. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Once more, it's Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Los Angeles, they do get the victory that pushes them over 500 for the season as they finish at 9-8. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Denver, they go out with a bit of a whimper as they wrap up a very trying 3-14 season. And it's fair to say wholesale changes will be forthcoming in the very near future. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Handsome Lagosian, name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto Vanessa, swoon baby girl I wear out of the stretcher. She be like, you a part-timer, I'm an all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay far from y'all criers, bar for bar sire. Team full of stars and it all fire.